Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Appreciate you tuning into this video. We are looking at the best keepers on FC24 today. Honestly, for this, I've not hand-picked a bunch. We're just going to look through the keepers and I'll tell you about some of the key stats in my opinion. And I'll just talk you through the keepers and which ones I like. I've used quite a lot of them, especially in draft. Played against nearly all of them, of course. So I'm just going to give my opinion on a base of what I've seen game, what I've had when I played with them. So we'll look at stats quick. In terms of stats, the most important, in my opinion, is reflexes. Reflexes tends to be how much they are quickly able to dive. Diving, I think, is how accurate they are with a diving. And again, I think reflex diving end up being somewhat similar. But reflex is all about reactions. Handling is how much they catch the ball. I don't think handling is massively important a lot of the time because there's a lot of shots that just can't be caught no matter what. But obviously, I'd rather have it than not. Positioning is hard to measure, especially when you can move the keeper. But I think positioning is somewhat important. Speed is nice to have, but far from the be all and end all. Kicking, I don't really care too much for it. Height, I like, generally speaking, at least 6'2". Play styles, honestly, these are pretty useless, really. Rush out, really don't care about that. Cross claimer, don't really notice that. Footwork, not massively noticed that this year, to be honest. Far throw, this is probably my favourite one to have, to be honest, because you can counter attack a bit quicker with it. But yeah, in order, I'd say reflexes, diving, positioning, handling, speed, kicking would be how I would rank keeper stats. Yashin, the highest rated keeper, the only Ballon d'Or keeper, apparently revolutionised modern goalkeeping. Only played for Dynamo Moscow there for 326 games. Not a lot of games, really, in 20 years, to be fair. Pretty impressive, though. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today, the best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. That he got a Ballon d'Or's keeper. I'm pretty sure he's the only keeper to ever do that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, Yashin, I've not used him. He has a hat, that's pretty cool. I've played against him a few times. Some of the icon keepers have their own animations. One of the gold keepers who definitely has his own animations is Neuer as well. He does that thing where he kind of just goes like that randomly. Um, the icon keepers in general, I think, are a little bit better than most. There's a couple of gold keepers that can match him, but I think Yashin, I don't think he's the best keeper on this game because he's not the tallest, but there will be some saves and stuff he just does sometimes that no other keeper in the game could do. So he's definitely a great keeper. Generally speaking, though, why would you ever pay for an icon keeper? Would be my point, unless you've got like the best team in the game. Courtois, Courtois is probably the best goalkeeper in my opinion. He's massive, has a couple of play styles, and he's got really good reflexes, which is really important. He's very, very good in game. Obviously, as well, one of the things that when I'm talking about a lot of these keepers, a lot of the top ones are all pretty similar. For me, for the most part, I pick a high-rated keeper that gives me chemistry for my team. So if you look at my team, I've got Allison because if I take Allison out, to be fair, Van Dijk still gets full chem in that team. Let me actually see if I can put Courtois in there. I didn't even realise he gets full chem. Can I get full chem with him? No. So if I had one more like La Liga link or something, then he'd get two. It's obviously no Belgium. He's only getting La Liga from him and then a couple of icons. But how's Van Dijk getting full chem? He's getting two Prem. He's got Salah as well, hasn't he? I didn't realise that. Yeah, I would like to have Courtois in, but obviously it doesn't work. But Allison gets full chem and he's a high rated keeper. I tend to look at my chemistry through my keeper a lot of time and see him as a chemistry machine. So Casillas, I think it's probably the best he's ever been this year. I think his animations this year seem a bit different to previous. Very good, crazy reactions in the box. He's very good. I think the taller keepers are slightly better against Travellas and Finesses, but I don't think there's massive difference this year with them. Stegen, probably the third best goalkeeper I find. Not playing against his inform, but it's not much of a difference. But maybe he's about as good as Alisson now, who I think is the second best keeper. gold staying. You see, like, it's basically a +1 on everything except for 2 diving and handling, but really not much difference, to be honest. Schmeichel has very good one-on-one animations. As quite a lot of pros were actually using him in the FC Pro tournament, so I think a lot of pros think he's the best keeper in the game. So make of that what you will. Alisson's the keeper I've used the most. So if we look at my Alisson, how many games has he got? 111, but I have had him previously. So I quite like Alisson, like any keeper. He does a lot of dumb stuff. It's very frustrating, but he's 6'4", which is good height. Got very well-rounded stats. He has the far throw. He's a pretty solid keeper on this game in general. Good nation as well. Good league. Good links to Salah and Van Dijk. Oblak, not really played against him much. Doesn't seem the best this year when I play against him. Female keepers. So she's 6 foot. That's actually fairly tall for the female keepers. And I've played against her a little bit. She's okay. But in general, most of the female keepers are just too small. Like I say, 6'2" is generally speaking the minimum height that I want for a keeper. So 6 foot really is pushing it. Maybe you could use it if you need it for Ken for like a Leon player, but I wouldn't be trusting that really. Check, pretty good. I don't know if this one gets the helmet. Has the far throw trait. Pretty decent stats in general. He's big, so he's like a Courtois really. Van der Sar always pretty popular, 6'6". Very good positioning. Edison plays fairly well in game actually. I've played against Edison a few times. Find him quite tough. Donnarumma's always very good. He's tall, 6'5". Which play styles does he have? Yeah. Reflexes and diving are very good. And those are the 2 key stats, so I think he's pretty good. He's let down by his position and handling, but position you can kind of move the keeper, and handling doesn't matter too much. Mainan, very good this year. The thing about Mainan is that he's got very good chem links because France is one of the best nations in the game every year. AC Milan also have quite a few good players. Leao, Theo. If you've not got a very expensive team, Leao and Theo Hernandez are very good gold cards. Mainan's perfect link for him, really. Kobel played against him, doesn't seem that good. Neuer seems pretty good when I play against him. He has pretty high kicking as well. Not got the stats he used to have on the game. Neuer should be a crazy good icon when he comes out. He's very good at playing out the back. He has 4 play styles. I didn't even realise that Neuer has pinged pass. I didn't know that, does Edison. Edison has long, but I didn't even realise they'd given those to him. That's cool. Neuer probably should have that. Neuer's very good when I play against him, though. How tall's this keeper? Yeah, 5'7", too small. Mary Earps, 5'8", too small. Dudek doesn't seem quite as good this year when I play against him. And Nada's not bad. How tall's Sheridan? Too small. I didn't realise Bano was that big. Bano's actually fairly decent. I tend to only really like the high-rated keeper. I don't think he's like amazing, but I think he plays for the same club as Neymar, Al Hilal, and a lot of people use him to link Neymar into the team. So he's pretty good. Martinez, honestly, I think Martinez is a bit underrated on the game. I'm a bit biased as a Villa fan, but I think Martinez, probably, in my opinion, is 3rd best keeper in the world behind Alisson and Courtois in real life. Is there any other keepers that I like? Ramsdale's not bad when I play against him. Pope's pretty good. I used Pope early on in the game. Pope's some games is a nightmare to play against. There's probably not going to be many more after that. Giroud's not bad. I did play against the Giroud a few times. Pretty annoying card. But yeah, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be using any of these. I think you massively let yourself down. That's an interesting one. Livakovic. He's an 82, but he's got 89 reflexes. Obviously, why would you use him with those links? But not bad. We'll have a quick look if there's any SBCs that I think worth doing to finish off the video. Just round it out. Mbappe SBC is confirmed to be coming, apparently. He's going to be in the team of the week tonight. That's going to be a 92 Mbappe. Is it going to be a 93 or 92? I've got nearly 2 million coins worth of fodder at this point. So it's like a 93 probably is going to cost 3.5-4 mil though. That cost a lot of my budget to have him in there. This backer card, very good. They won 9-0 in the Champions League last night, so she's pretty on her way to getting a +2. +2 on her. You'd be able to probably put like an anchor and have her like really quick. She'd actually be pretty good physical then as well. She'd be very good on the ball. She's tempting card to do, you know. She's tempting. I just think she's a bit small. But she'd be very good going forwards and quick. She'd be a link to Mbappe, though, I guess. Ledley King, not bad. Salah, expensive but good. These triple upgrades, because you have to put an 86 into them, it's a bit meh. That Giroud card, not a bad card for a bit of fun. I wouldn't be doing the base here. Apparently we're getting an 89 icon. I'd be tempted to do an icon if it weren't too expensive and you could get anyone, but even the 89 is still not that many great ones. This Rapinoe, apparently the most disliked card ever on Footbin. Pretty good card though. 5-star weak foot, decent physical, good, very good on the ball, pretty good passing, very good shot, decent pace, gold finesse. Honestly, pretty decent card, I would say. I think she's not that hard to link in now with quite a few good Americans as well. This card looks good, just too small in my opinion. She has some decent play styles, but it's just a bit small, which is a bit of a shame. Is there any other ones hidden here? Don't know why you can't, what you call it, find them a bit easier. How many have I done? So 2, 3, 4. It doesn't show all the ones because some of them might have expired now. Well, there we go. That's the video. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, keep it spicy. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.